Hello, everybody. I hope you all are having a fantastic day. Ignore the buzzing you might hear in the background. It's hot in the room and the fan is on. I'll lower it down though for you guys. Um, yeah, so tonight is a matchup between the CSU Vikings and the ONU Polar Bears Valorant team. For right now, I am both observing and casting. We had a little bit of a schedule mix up, so we're getting stuff figured out right now. Excuse me. Yeah, I mean, how's everyone's night going? I hope everyone's having a good day. It's Friday. Did I fix the description? I don't think I fixed the description. Whoopsie daisy, gang. Well, this is awkward. No, I fixed it. Restream, you liar. You lie and deceive. I fixed it. Yeah, no, I mean, for real, I hope everyone's having a fantastic day today. We're at the end of the week. This is huge. Come in. I'm gonna try to do my pre-show before they get into the game real quick. Both these teams are 2-0 in the GLEC, which is currently on its 4th week. Yes, so they both had a bye already, or maybe I don't remember. There's something. Yeah, I know we had our bye for sure. Last week in the GLEC, Cleveland State did end up beating Muskingum University, and if I am not mistaken, that was a 2-0. I am in fact double checking that right now, and that was in fact a 2-0. As well as that, last Wednesday they beat the Wichita State. Oh, I remember this one. I don't remember this one. That's unlucky. They beat Wichita State 2-0 as well. Hello. OBS nearly had a seizure there. That would be unlucky. But yeah, I mean, we're so far, I think, looking at our normal CSU lineup here. Cross might come in on map 2, I don't know. As we see, map number 1 is Sunset, and CSU will be starting on the attack. Map number 2 is Haven, and CSU will start on the defense of that. And map number 3, should we need it, is Ascent. And should we need it, CSU will start on the defense of that as well. So I know the delay's coming in. I'm actually going to pull up the Twitch chat. And I need to turn my phone down quick before we get a huge echo. But yeah, I mean, I hope everyone's having a good day, you know? Truly, just trying to send some positive vibes y'all's way. I'm actually gonna go and get my water bottle real quick since I did not bring it with me. It's on the other side of the room right now. I know, very smart. Such smart, very amazed. We're doing great. Yeah, I mean, we're just loving life right now. Some days, that's all you gotta do. Yeah, for chat reading, I'm aware stream is on, once again, or not I'm aware, but once again, stream is on a 3-minute delay. So just do keep in mind, I'll try to read if I can, but yeah, right now it looks like ONU still tossing up who they're going to want to put in. I actually have a friend that goes to ONU, so I should probably message him right now and say, like, hey, our Valorant teams are playing. Let's get it. For those that don't know the Jacoby lore, shout out Lizard, my man. Hope he's doing well. Who are we waiting for? We have Moths, we have Exquisitely, we have Camino, we got Leanne, we're missing either Wayu or Ross. I don't know who we're gonna play. Probably Wayu, if I had to take a wild guess. Real knee slapper there, haha. Anyway. Yeah, I mean, we're chillaxing right now. The Valorant menu music is oddly calming for a game. Yeah, let's just enjoy the. I still muted the desktop audio. Whoopsie daisy, that would have been bad. Good, I caught it now. Me when I gotta just double check. Oh. Yeah, I think we're getting stuff finalized and set up. I don't know why is game audio not coming through for you guys. Apologies. We are. Let me mute real quick while I test. We're still on the reading chat part delay wise. This is gonna be huge. Yeah, I don't know what's going wrong right now. But we're getting into the game. I'll try to cast until I can figure out what's going wrong with the audio. Yeah, that is the difficult part. CSU going with the Neon and the Waylay for the double duelist setup. This does make sense as I need to flip the teams. There we go. Much better, much better. And it's best of 3, so the scores are on board. Looking at the CSU lineup, we have a Sova, a Neon, a Cypher, an Omen, and a Waylay. And looking at the ONU lineup, it is the same thing, except trade out the Waylay for a Yoru. I think game audio is working now. Looks like it. Perfect. Alright. Let me get into observer space again. Perfect. Oh, it's adorable. Moving on, it appears as if CSU will be going for a mid default, probably mid to A, if I had to guess. And ladies and gentlemen, we are off on map number 1 of this best of 3 between the CSU Vikings and the ONU Polar Bears. ONU appears to be forfeiting mid-control, just trying to set up a Cypher trip, which gets taken out by the Sova Dart. Excuse me, I forgot I am also observing. Camino tries to take a fight. Swizzily goes down. Leanne goes down. Noths is going to be the main carrier, but looks like both teams are calling a double back. Noths is going to look. Catches one off guard. Catches two off guard. Gets a 3K. Looks like Yu's going to try to catch the Neon off guard. They're both going to see each other, though. So it's going to be fair. Neon gets a kill. Up to Camino and Noths. To close out the pistol round 2v1. Noths can hear the Neon. And Noths is going to be first point of contact. Actually, they're swinging together. And Noths will end up getting the kill. I have to turn down my game audio. Holy smokes. Excuse me, guys. That's better. Holy. And nice 3K by Noths and 4K, excuse me, by Noths. Amazing pistol round coming out from the IGL. Looks like we have a Neon lineup. Hello? Neon just getting out of... Neon with a quick kill. Nice shot from Exquisitely. And CSU is just gonna have the A side at the cost of Camino. It was a 4v4, but the economy much better for Cleveland State as Leanne gets another... Trying to see who's going to take a fight here. Apologies for not catching every kill again. We are casting and observing right now. As Leanne gets away barely. Almost gets hit by the Sova Dart. Actually does go down by the Sova Dart. Doesn't matter. Yu's going to clean it up a little bit. Nice 3K from Brondon, but CSU will take the second round of the game. And now is where the real test starts, because now ONU, you know, they can full buy. They can mostly full buy. And CSU is going to be on very weak guns right now. And now we get to see what ONU gets to do on a favorable buy. I'm going to take early mid-contact. Waylay going to do Waylay things. Gets tagged. Falls back. They know where the fallback is. Coming over here in middle. Looks like they're probably going to get caught out. Maybe not. Both are trying to avoid the Sova Dart. Leanne, or Nox goes down, but Leanne trades. And Leanne's just gonna storm on the site, gonna plant. Yu is first point of contact here. Flicks onto the Yoru, gets caught out. Supposedly going for a huge flank right now, but he really has to hurry up. Where is the keyboard to get to that guy? I don't know, but Kerosine's diffusing. Kerosine's just sticking this. Gets one, can't get two. And ONU will win their full buy round. And now we gotta see what CSU can do on a full buy. As ONU, despite winning, can't really cop together that good of a buy. I mean, they have a Guardian, they have a Bucky, and they have a Spectre. That's not a huge buy, all things considered. Especially against the double ping. Neon gonna dodge the Sova ult being sent her way. Why are you getting very aggressive? Pieces out of that fight. It looks like Cleveland State is going to be trying to hit for an A hit. As Camino gets one on the other side of the map. Maybe feigning, never mind, gets caught out by the Sova cam. Neon taking her time clearing this though. I say, as the Neon rushes in, as they do. Noths is going to be planning, very open. And he has his Sova ult as well, so this could be a very difficult bomb site to retake. Looking here at what ONU is going to be doing. Going to try to shoot the Sova dart, but it will catch YU out. As Ian gets one. YU's trying to trade himself. Doesn't even need to get traded. Wow, what a shot from YU. And there's all up to the enemy Omen in a 1v4. Can't even get one. CSU will take a third round. Camino begrudgingly takes the spike. Here's the spray coming out of Sova, gets a ping on his rough location. You know, while YU's creeping up a lot of distance, I say as he falls back. Now, I know Camino likes to go on this lurk. So he is just gonna have to be careful. And CSU knows that they know that information, so they're gonna end up hitting on B. Wild spray down from Camino doesn't catch anyone in the crossfires. It's exquisitely taking charge. And YU. Leanne gets a kill. Exquisitely needs to just stay still. Almost goes out by a Bucky. That would have been a little bit embarrassing, but Nos is going to get the spike down. Man, going to go for a flank as Nos begins to return. Ball up to this Neon. Let's get a look at the clutch cam. Can't clutch. CSU will take a fourth round. Gonna look at, wow, that's a nice silver dart. I'm stealing that for my ranked game. Off's gonna start getting some early sprays. Camino wants to get on a lurk. Excuse me for the yawn. YU gets one. Doesn't know he's running into a stack though. Does fall back, actually just gets out of there even more than the fall back. It's a 1-for-1 trade over on the A side. But at what cost? As Noth Sova drones in, doesn't catch anyone. Waylay's gonna ult. And explicitly takes the site. Explicitly taking more than the site now. Hello. He's getting a little greedy as YU goes down. Exquisitely both go down. It's all up to Noth here in a 1v2. Very possible, especially with his ultimate Gets one. So 1v1 now. Again has his ult to play with. Plenty of time in the world, kid. Not looking the right way, though. Sees the gun barrel. Flicks. Can't get the kill, though. Can't get the kill, and ONU will take the second round. Their second round, excuse me. But CSU, you know, they have the money. And ONU really doesn't still. That is, that's one of my gripes with Valorant, is that you can win a round and genuinely just be in, like, an awful economic spot because the cheap options are just so inferior. And YU's going to be going, or at least inferior at a top level, YU's going to be charging full speed ahead, as will Exquisitely. Both these duelists coming in as CSU loses 2. They get the spike down, but it's a 3v5. Looks like Exquisitely going to be taking first contact, as ONU begins to start their retake. Exquisitely will take first contact and goes down. YU's on a flank. Nox can go huge here. Nox gets 1. YU goes down. Nox is full blind. He has 10 HP. This is not going to end well. Yeah, this is not going to end well, and ONU will get their third round.
Team Ace.
With a team ace stacked onto it. I didn't realize that's what was happening. And personally, while we wait, I gotta say that as much as I hate this map, and, like, believe me, I hate this map so much, it is a beautiful map. Like, it very much captures the, I want to say it's LA area very well. It's either LA or it's San Fran, I forget which one. Yeah, it looks like CSU is going to be going for an initial A hit here. As we take an overhead look on what they do, there will be a spot. Exquisitely goes down. Leanne, you know, jump spot and gets a peek. Nox goes down. It's a 3v4, not in favor of CSU. Camino is now in a 1v4 out of a full buy. Excuse me, not observing. I was trying to get a cool angle, and it all happened too fast. So we're gonna roll with it. You know, that's why I'm observing a college game. That's not why I'm in VCT, or why I'm not in VCT. You know, observing the pros, if you will. All up to Camino now. He's just got to isolate these fights. I mean, that's really how you work a 1v4. He can't even get that, and ONU will tie it up off the back of a 4K from Flames.
One of my cameras is broken. Oh, wait.
And it forces CSU onto a half buy, I believe. Looks like they're going to be trying... Excuse me, looks like they're trying to go for a similar play. Might be a more mid play, though, as the spike is over by Camino, but he doesn't have it. Looks like they're actually going towards A. Huge Silva ult comes out from the side of CSU. YU backs out as Leanne goes down. Well, this is the only other one with a Vandal, though. But looks like they're working to secure the Vandal, as the enemy Silva has to hear that. They know the Silva trip is there. They're gonna shoot it. Ball's in the rotate out from ONU. Well, Camino has the spike, and he's ready to just collapse on to B as YU gets one. The Neon's going. Neon gets tagged. Neon goes down, and the enemy Silva will ult. I'm pressing... it's the wrong button. Unlucky. 6 and 8. That are your observer keys. Jacoby But they're playing this 2v3. They're playing together.
Player standing.
2v3 turns into 1v3. It's all up to YU now. He doesn't have any bullets, and switching to your pistol is faster than reloading, as is common video game knowledge. And ONU will now get, I believe, 3 in a row off the backs of some individual plays, but 3 in a row is still 3 in a row for them. CSU really looking to try to take this, and they will call a timeout here. So we're gonna head into free cam a little bit, you know? We're gonna have a good time. There's a nice little taco truck here. You know, we have a little patio area here with a teddy bear. It is adorable. Just look at him. Looking at what CSU might be thinking about, though, honestly, definitely just trying to have a mental reset for sure. And definitely trying to think, okay, so they're reading our A hit. They're rotating really well. What can we do to maybe suffocate these rotates? And on the attack of Sunset, it is hard to suffocate the rotates just because the CTs, if I can get over there quickly enough, or the defense, excuse me, if you don't take this spot on the map, it is very, very difficult for CTs to just not be able to rotate. Because, I mean, even mid, anywhere you can watch this angle from, like if you're watching from here, you're exposed. You're exposed. You're exposed. Like, there's so many different routes that you almost have to take mid control. But taking mid control is also extremely difficult for the attack to do. And it really, you just can't win. Like, that's what this whole boils down to. You just can't win. And they're not able to shoot the Sova Dart fast enough. And it looks like they're going quiet, which is ruined by the Sova Cam spotting, not Sova, Cypher Cam spotting most, if not the entire team, and now they are going to make noise on the gravel. As Nance confirms the site clear, Exquisitely is going to push in off the back of his utility, and meanwhile it is YU forcing them to slow down on Waylay.
Spike planted.
Here. Cage triggered.
2v4 out of CSU. Leanne gonna swing through, almost gets one, and Camino goes down.
Spike with you.
Alright, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. It is 6-4. I need to flip those graphics. Did I flip them at the beginning? I did. Son of a gun.
Yes, this should do. This goes here. I will find you. Oh, this is a nice spot.
CSU is planning on the B site right now. Excuse us while we get this transition all figured out. The CSU will waylay all. I'm going to commentate off of the mini-map right now as YU gets the kill on the enemy. Sova hits the Yoru clone. YU gets 2. And Yoru has to break out his ult. Kerosene gets 1 for ONU. Kerosene trying to hunt down. Oh, wow. It's all up to Camino. But Camino is using his Cypher ult, so he knows where they are, but it won't matter as ONU will take the 7th round. Excuse me for the graphics being flipped.
Spike with you.
Last round in the half.
Yes, this should do. there. This goes here.
We are back. It is the final round of the first half for CSU, and getting 4 on the attack. I mean, it is a pretty okay half, but definitely with the results that they've had so far, definitely wanted to expect more. And it looks like it's going to be a hit to end the first half. They didn't really go B much, and I mean, I understand B's a hard site, but when you go A almost every round, your team can expect it, as seen by them positioning an op over here. They hit the Yoru clone. Quick 4v5 out of CSU. Leanne gets a kill onto the enemy Neon, though. Oh, there's a footstep made. Oh, there's a footstep made, and Exquisitely will capitalize on it.
Cage trigger.
And CSU will get a plant down in the 4v3. As YU goes down, making a 3v3. No trade coming out yet. Camino dips into the smoke just in time. Not going to get that lucky twice. As Leanne tries to make a play and goes down. It's all up to Exquisitely getting shot at from every angle. It will be an 8-4 half in favor of ONU to end the first half of Sunset.
Switching sides.
No, you're good. Just try to be spectating CSU as much as possible. Yes, yes. Yeah, you're good. Oh, we're on mute. Whoops, my bad. Hot mic. New producer, so we're working out stuff, but hey, that's the beauty.
I'm not gonna do that. You can cast out.
You usually cast? All right. Yeah, no, I get it. Hey, that's the beauty of college productions, though. So we got to see what CSU pulls out here on their defense. And it looks like they're going to be having some heavy B main pressure with YU and Camino coming out early. And the Sova cam gets destroyed. YU going to go for an aggressive play, tags the Sova, but can't get the kill off of it. And he pays with his life for it. Meanwhile, ONU just has like all the space in the world they could want. Camino taking a firefight against the enemy Cypher will go down as Nox gets 2 and gets the spike. Okay, this round is good again. It's a 3v3. That's a nice one-way smoke. Yeah, Leanne will be taking a firefight. Both enemies escape with about half health. And right now it's just a fight for the spike. CSU, I like their odds as Exquisitely pushes. But Knots will go down. Exquisitely gets 1. And they get the spike. Exquisitely gets tagged. Slides. Goes down. It's all up to Leanne in the 1v2 clutch. This pistol round will be crucial for CSU if they want to stay in this map. I mean, they're definitely always in this map, but especially they don't want to be fighting up Mount Everest the whole time. Both backs are turned. Leanne almost gets them both. Can't finish the job, though. It'll be 9-4 in favor of ONU. Yes, give the Tactibear a little squeeze. That will help all the problems right now.
No charges.
Looking at CSU, it looks like it is going to be an A stack with the exception of Camino, who's going to try to put some pressure on B. And they are leaving mid completely exposed. And you know where ONU is pushing? Take a wild guess. It is mid. The Cypher cams are going to take a glance at each other. And CSU will be rotating over to B. I think they're reading this push correctly. Meanwhile, the Yoru stays for enemy audio calls. CSU is reading this correctly. I mean, aside from not YU, that is Leanne. Yeah, they're all going over to B, but the spike is now starting to go over to A, and it's going over quietly. Yeah, CSU just not able to read this right now, and honestly, I am not envious of their position. Never mind, they hear the footsteps falling back. They hear everyone going. Leanne could be Leanne could go huge on this flank. Leanne could go huge. He knows they're rotating. CSU knows they're rotating. And all they have to do is just buy Leanne some time. He does. Oh, do it. He gets one, gets the Guardian. It's very winnable, as YU will get a kill with, or get damage done with the Bucky. It's now a 2v2. Camino gets 2. This is certainly something now. I mean, Camino only has 56 health, but the enemy solo has, like, I'm gonna say 10 at most. And now they have a Spectre. Now they both have real guns. This could be a huge eco to start the bounce back. It's just who gets the timing on the smoke. Neither of them are gonna try to fight it. The enemy Omen's gonna push through, at least to his. He sees nothing, though. But time's ticking down. If they want to get this, they have to go now. He sees one jump spotting, goes down to Leanne. It's a quick 2v2. He's gonna try to ninja defuse. Can't get it, and it'll be 10-4 now. And now CSU, they're going to have guns, so that's something. It is all up to see, can they throw something together on the defense? This is a tall order, but it is not impossible. I mean, obviously, we've seen bigger comebacks before, but it's definitely not a fun one for them, that's for sure. And it looks like ONU will be trying to push for mid control. Likely want to try to end up A, but not for sure. I mean, this is a one-way smoke that's actually now going to hurt them more than it helps. The one-way falls, and Nos will get the kill onto Kerosene. 5v4 now. They unfortunately don't get the knowledge that the spike is dropped. But if they had that knowledge, I am certain they'd just be pushing to try and go hold that thing right now. Oh, and you making a play to recover the spike as Nos shoots down the Sova drone. And with that shot being destroyed, I wonder if they have a feeling now that they know where the presence is, as Exquisitely and Camino both get one. And you just gotta think what's going through their head as Nos gets a second, Broaden gets one. You gotta think what's going through CSU's head there. It doesn't really matter. They'll clean it up off the 3k of Noths. You're definitely going to want to try to shape your plans for the future off each round you see. And it looks as if the economy of ONU isn't really the greatest right now. Which is very weird considering it was supposed to be your bonus round. But they're going to have 3 guns. They're going to have a Stinger. And everything else, probably not 2 Stingers, excuse me. So now we got to see if CSU can get a more real hold. And they're going to shut the door from B to mid as Camino finishes his setup on the A side. Exquisitely try to take some early aggression, but falls back quickly, possibly learning his lesson. Exquisitely has to hear the footsteps coming out, though. And this could get very interesting and also very dangerous very quickly for CSU. Exquisitely is peeking, taking his time. He's going to run face first into the Stingers. I think that's 2 Stingers. Never mind, he falls back. The drone spots him, though. Your flash comes out. It hits long enough for Exquisitely to go down. And YU goes down as well. They're simply out-aimed right now. A Cypher trip won't do anything. It's a 2v5. It is Leanne and the IGL Noths. And hey, as long as your leader's still alive, anything is possible. Leanne goes down and gets killed by a lucky spray off the Neon. And ONU will get a flawless off the back of another 4K from Flames. It does not bring me great joy to report, people, but I must report, and that's how it is sometimes.
Scanning ahead. Nowhere to run.
And Neon's going to be rushing and gets taken out by Noths. That's the kind of momentum shifter they need to start off this second half and start getting momentum going their way. And Leanne almost gets caught out, but Noths gets one to trade. Leanne does get caught out, excuse me. EMP takes out YU. The 3v3, and ONU has the B site with the exception of Noths, who gets hit by a brilliant pop flash. Again, don't like giving the compliments, but credit where credit is due. Just an amazing play from ONU there. As Exquisitely and Camino have to try to pull this one back, or else it's going to be 7 straight match points they have to climb. Vikes play open, Exquisitely gets one. This is possible. It's a 2v2 now. I seem to have a feeling where the enemy Yoru is. Gonna tap it, tries to bait something out as Camino gets another one. And Camino almost gets a third. Exquisitely will clean it up. And CSU 11-6. Definitely still in this game. Looking at the ults, they have a Cypher ult, a Neon ult, and an Omen ult ready. And it looks like they are still decently far away from getting a Waylay ult or a Sova ult. But looking at ONU, I mean, they have the Cypher ult, they have the Omen ult. They're one away from the Yoru ult, but even their Neon, their Sova, they just recently used their ultimates. So, I don't know, but it looks like Exquisitely is going to be relying solely on his Neon Beam as a weapon, which I both love and hate. Yeah, he's just pushing it. He's just pushing it. He gets the enemy Omen, clears the back area as the enemy Omen teleports somewhere. That's not the enemy Omen. That was our Omen. Ha ha ha. Exquisitely gets a Vandal, and the Cypher ult will come out off of CSU. It is a 4v5 now in favor of the Vikes. And they are now getting their reads once again as they're starting to read this is an A take and they're reading it well. Here's the Sova drone come in. Sova drone's gonna start clearing. It doesn't clear down. It does clear down. Noths will get punished for it. And now the enemies have a Cypher ult that can come out. Camino gets hit by the Sova tripwire, but it doesn't really matter as YU cleans up the kill. It's now a 2v3. It is YU and Camino. Once again, this dynamic duo of forces, truly inseparable. And if anyone wants it, you know it's these two. As YU goes down, Camino gets the trade. It's a 1v2 now. They should swing together as the regen shield comes out. Sees the gun barrel, gets them both, and a nice 1v3 from Camino. Keeps ONU away from map point and gives CSU their 7th round. Oh, that got me nervous a little bit.
Oh, this is a nice spot. That goes there. Yes, this should do. This goes here. That goes there. Oh, this is a nice spot.
Gonna see what CSU does is they're just completely giving up the middle. Meanwhile, ONU is just gonna be rushing onto site. And they have the Yoru ult. I guess they sort of know where he ended up. And it's gonna be a 5v5 spike plant, which is not the most common. As he sees the Yoru clone, YU gets shot as Noths goes down. Exquisitely and Leanne go for the trade though. Gonna try to jump spot Leanne using his smoke first, then blinds as Camino gets into sight. They do have a lurker, and Broaden goes out. Yoru flash, Leanne for 3, and they know where the last one is. Leanne gonna try to take a weirder angle at it. I don't know if he didn't hear the teleport, but Kerosene gets the kill. Uh-oh, never mind, Exquisitely there to clean it up. And it'll be 11-8. CSU mounting a little bit of a comeback, and now you gotta think maybe ONU's gonna be taking their time out shortly. Don't know for sure. And CSU's forcing an eco out of ONU. Sees the scan as Exquisitely gets scanned by the enemy Sova Dart. Knott's in a very ratty spot, gets 1 but takes a lot of damage, does go down, but Exquisitely there to clean it up. Exquisitely gets 2 but goes down. It's a 3v2 in favor of CSU. And what should have been an easy round turns into a little bit of a scare as, guys, you have given up a site. It is not looking good, bossman. I mean, it is. It's not horrendous, but I believe both enemy players have guns on them. We get to let the build-up happen. 53 seconds in the round. Sovadar immediately gets sniped by Leanne. And Brondon will fake the plant for ONU. Both make a... I say both, there are 3 of them there. Wyu's going to push in. Leanne, though, is the one that cleans it up. It'll be 11-9 now. CSU starting the comeback. I feel like if you're ONU, the timeout happens now. No, because now you're on a full buy. You almost have all your ults. Maybe they're waiting for a time they get all their ults. I don't know. But CSU is really close to having all their ults. They have their Sova ult. They have their Omen ult. 1 away from Exquisitely getting his. 1 away from Wyu getting his. And 2 away from Camino getting his. And it looks like ONU not going to call their timeout. Maybe it's just not really the most coordinated thing ever. Who knows? Because I know sometimes very pug-heavy teams don't like calling their timeouts. Just because it doesn't really help them that much, and to each their own, I guess. But, nice flash from Leanne as Exquisitely and him will both peek and get the kill. And ONU is looking to try to take this A site, but I don't know if they're going to be able to get in. I mean, they are, but now they have to deal with Exquisitely, who cleans 1 up. And there's more to come. There's more to come as the enemy Omen gets caught in the tripwire, but it gets shot quickly. But the spike's down. I didn't even realize that. I know the announcer says it, but the spike is down as Wyu gets 1 Camino trades, though. It's a 4v2 in favor of the Vikes. And Nox turns it into a 3v1 as Exquisitely will go down.
Right here.
30 seconds left.
Oh, so Leanne has his back turned, gets killed. Omen has his ultimate. There's 20 seconds, so he's got to kind of just go. Quickly gets the spike and falls back. Drops the smoke, will plant. Plants in a non-default spot, so the Sova can't really get the kill. Waylay is gonna ult, and Waylay goes down. It's a 1v1 now. It's Knots versus Sing. And this is huge. Knots really would like to have this to avoid match point. Knows where the spike's planted. Gonna shoot an early recon dart. Tries to hit someone. Sees the smoke come up. Does give the enemy Omen options. And he's gonna utilize the trickiest of them. And that's the silent jump up. But it doesn't matter. Knots is him. He just reads it like a book. It'll now be 11-10 in favor of ONU. But CSU has won the last 6? 1, 2, 3, won the last 5, excuse me. Yeah, there's the timeout. Okay. So ONU finally takes their timeout. Again, it seems as if they're talking about the same things, like, okay, we're getting red. You know, all our plays are getting shut down. Individual gun-heavy focuses aren't going to carry us anymore. What can we do? We have a Sova ult. We have a Cypher ult. That's two very good ultimates for playing post-plant. So I think the plays are just going to try to sniff out whichever site's weaker. Looking at the pings, they're looking like it might be an A hit. Which, if they're trying to find the weaker of the two sites, that would be the wrong decision to make. Maybe B site is just that scary to take. Neither team really wants to take it. I mean, I know personally I wouldn't want to take it. We get a look at maybe what set piece they're setting up. I believe ONU is on a half buy though. Ah, no, they have guns. Okay. I mean, it'll be very interesting to see what's up here. Nos is gonna Sova dart onto A and sees nothing. And with ONU putting heavy presence towards mid. And it looks like it's going to end up being a B hit like I was saying earlier. They sniffed out that this is the weaker site.
Not ready yet.
And ONU will just get this site with the great retake ult, so they're not going to get it for free. They get YU down with him. The Sova ult comes out early. Sova has spikes, so they can't really get the plant down. Camino gets one, but gets traded. Flames gets a 2k. Exclusively going to try to go for something, and now the Cypher ult comes out. Off of the timeout, they get the 4v2 post plant that they were wanting. This whole game, both teams keeping their undefeated season alive, and the CSU will finally lose a round after winning 5 in a row. It was a good streak, but now they got to streak that together again. They just got to get 2 and force it in overtime here.
Need a drop.
And as we see, Exquisitely going to be taking some early A pressure. And by early A pressure, I mean a quick peek and just jumps off. As we see, Leanne is rotating towards middle, seeing the mid take come out from ONU. Almost blinds his own teammate there. ONU's going to fall out of mid and is likely going to end up hitting B, which is, unfortunately for them, great for us, the incorrect read. Meanwhile, CSU has some heavy B main pressure. I believe that is Leanne playing Omen. Teleports out. Uh-oh, Noths gets scanned. A little bit slow on the Dart Smash from YU, and that will end up getting Noths killed. That was one of the only big guns on CSU. They hear the footsteps, and ONU is just going to be rotating out of this. They're going to be heading to the A site, which is unfortunate for us, because we only have our Cypher planted there, but CSU is reading this like a book. And Camino's going to have to go huge here, at least until support arrives. Neon is waiting, and CT spawn gets a kill on Exquisitely, but Leanne will trade it, and Camino knows he has to go. Camino gets one. Let's see how many he can get, though. 13 seconds left. If ONU wants to go, they have to go now. Camino gets 2. That might be enough. YU gets a 3rd, and it's all up to the enemy. Yoru, 5 seconds. Doesn't have time to plant. Just hide. Why are we fighting him? It doesn't matter. YU will get the kill. It's 12-11 now.
Don't miss me too much.
Mandatory high, PJ, now that we're on stream again. CSU just needs one more round to force it into overtime. And looks like it's going to be extremely heavy onto B. Maybe just trying to I don't know. ONG's going there. I think both these teams have actual reads on each other now. Maybe it's because it's been a couple weeks, so there's proper film to watch. And the Sobadart will quickly get destroyed. The enemy Yoru will be bunny hopping his way into sight. And all of ONU is going to be just storming onto the site as Nox goes down. It's a 4v5. Lian sees the Yoru, knows it's a fake, doesn't give it away. Brondon's still not planning on the side of ONU. ONU has more patience than I do, that's for sure, as Exquisitely goes down, as does YU. Lian trying to get something, can't get it. It's all up. It's all up. Sorry, Camino goes down, excuse me. It's all up to Lian. 1v3 for overtime. Take your time, kid. Spike's planted. He's got all the time in the world. Sees the Sobadart. Sobadart misses, thankfully. Otherwise, that could have just been it. The enemy Omen will teleport. He's got to isolate a 1. He can't, and ONU will take map number 1, 13-11. So after, sorry for the text being wrong. Again, we love production. By production, CSU will be transitioning over to Haven for the next map, and then we'll start that one on the defense, which should be very interesting. We'll just have to see how that plays out. But for right now, I'm going to take us over to a short break, so we will be right back. Bye-bye. I mean, not bye-bye. Stay here. Alright, welcome back, everyone. The text is fixed. This way. I forgot the camera's mirrored. So this way. Okay. Looks like everyone is trying to get ready right now. CSU definitely, I mean, again, like I had to walk out. I had to refill my water bottle in between the breaks. Just my reminder. Stay hydrated. Yeah, we're getting into the gameplay right now, so I'll transition over to that. But it looked like they were just talking and looking to try to keep the mental up, and that's really all you can do in a situation like this. They're heading on to Haven, which has looked particularly good for them, but they're going to Haven on the defense, so we will see who they're picking shortly. I expect it's going to be a double duelist, and you know it is. I say you know, they only have one picked, but there we go. Both teams have the exact same team comp? Yeah. Alright, well, looks like we're playing a game of Counter-Strike, everyone. Just disguised as Valorant. Yeah, apologies for the logo cropping. Again. It happens. The ONU logo is really weird, size-wise. And CSU just gonna start off on their normal defense. And while everything's setting up, I'm gonna see if I can fix that logo real quick. 1 second, y'all.
Here. Here. Cover going out. Shadows traveling.
Alright, well, we tried. The polar bear is just going to be peeking into the score as Leon goes down in middle. That is both duelists down. And it will be a 3v5 that CSU is going to have to try to recover for the post plant here. As the heaven smoke goes down, Noft gets one. There's one more low HP. Fortunately, the shock dart won't head his way. But CSU is ready to take on this post plant. Recon dart gets destroyed, Camino gets one, but the enemy Cypher gets two. And Knots might just try to... No, he's going for it. But he does get shot down. Allow us on the pistol round. I'm going to fix this logo real quick because I don't like the polar bear. He just be sneaking into the score there, bud.
Revealing area.
That's a lot better. Again, my apologies, y'all. We were rushing production because right now we were getting stuff set up. We have 3 games. Right now you're watching CSU Vikes 1. This is hosting Valorant, like we see between CSU and ONU. If you head over to the second channel, let me look up who they play. The second channel, Rocket League Green, can be playing against Wichita State. That started about 14 minutes ago. And after this Valorant series, which hopefully goes to all 3 maps, we will be hopping into the Overwatch Academy, playing their NECC placement games. As ONU will be taking on the C site. Hello, Camino gets taken down by a Lucky Spray. And CSU were not ready for that. Yeah, this Cypher Wire looks just jumpable. It is. Doesn't really matter because he doesn't fully commit to the flank, which is smart as there's another wire waiting for him. And we get to see why you here. CSU looks like they're just waiting for something as Leanne goes down, so they're probably just going to try to play for an exit frag and die to spike. Yeah, they're just playing for exit picks. The enemy Silva takes one with him, but didn't stand a chance. Yep, and they're just going to die to spike, deny the ult orbs. And ONU will take their second round.
Let's teleport and spook those guys.
As Yoru seems to be a fan of Halloween, the holiday, not the movie. What's up, Gabby? How you doing?
Sorry, I thought you were streaming.
We are.
Oh.
But how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good.
What are you streaming right
We're streaming Valorant versus Ohio Northern.
now? They start yet?
Yes,
Okay.
we're on map 2.
Alright, I'll pop.
Yeah. Ohio Northern looks to be just a normal default right now. Speaking of, again, that's the Overwatch captain. You guys, it's you guys that are playing for NECC, right? Perfect. Perfect. I guess right. Let's get it. Thank you. We look as Leanne goes down early on the default, but ONU appears to just want to take mid. And I wouldn't be too worried about CSU losing these first couple of rounds early, because exquisitely, he's the man that you want in these moments. He's the battle-tested soldier, and he's just going to play in the nice little rat spot, going to pretend to teleport away, as YU will activate his ISO shield as well. And Noths is on a flank, so they're kind of pinched in here. They're going to try to get out, and they're very quickly going to see the power of the Silva, who gets one. The spike goes down. They know they're trying to rotate. Noths almost gets caught with his util out. They pick up the spike, and there's Camino to cut them off again as Noths gets one. The enemy ISO will trade. It's a 3v1 in favor of CSU. Knock on wood, should not be losable. But again, we've seen crazier things happen. And Noths will clean it up with a nice 3k. And with the Karambit inspection, you know it must be done. The screaming cat, as you do. Hello, cat. Hello, other cat. I totally decided to be pulling up chat, and I just did not pull up chat. Whoopsie daisy, guys. I don't know if much has been said. But we'll see. Exquisitely will take an early fight, but gets traded in the middle. And it looks like ONU is just going for some heavy mid pressure here. And it's probably going to end up being a C-split, but not 100% sure, as Camino smoke does fade in the garage. So drone will come in, it might clear him, it might not. Time will tell. It does not see him. Camino doesn't know this, though. He does think it sees him, and he gets out. So it looks to be rotate onto the B site. As Camino tries to get one, YU goes down. It's a 3v4. And they're just rotating out, but Camino hears this, and Camino's calling it. But do they know which way they're rotating? They're guessing C, and they're guessing wrong. Gonna be an A hit out of ONU. Noths the IGL does go over there, try and get a read. Here's the smoke goes up. They know it's A now. They know the fix is in. They also know it's a 3v3 on the A site. I think they do anyway.
30 seconds left.
The positioning of the enemy Sova, that's Noths barely escapes with his life. The position of the enemy Cypher, excuse me. I don't quite understand it. But the Sova Dart does scan. They know one's there. And Leanne will go down trying to fight. And the enemy Cypher's gonna try to go for the flank before he can even get there. CSU will go down.
I can't see them yet, but I can feel them getting ready. That goes there.
Hit them when they're not looking.
And CSU is going to be going a very C-heavy setup here. And again, they're guessing, and they're guessing right. As Camino Peaks does get taken out.
Shadows traveling.
And it looks as if ONU immediately sniffs out the stack, and they're just rotating A quickly. But CSU is kind of prepared for this. And it's just a battle of, are they willing to double back? And the answer is probably not. Because they have 4 people come into this, and the 5th one's their Cypher is just on the flank watch. Meanwhile, Exquisitely will go down. I don't know if that was just lag on our end or lag on theirs. Nah, swings, goes down. EMP with a 4K. It is an amazing 4K, but it's still not looking that good for CSU so far. However, time will tell. They still have plenty of time to get back in this round. Yeah, so again, if you're CSU trying to figure out, what the game plan is, you do have to remember it's Haven at the end of the day. I mean, it is a very attacker-sided map for a reason. If CSU picked this, there's a reason they're on the defense, as the enemy Yoru will spot them, and trying to combo both the Cypher and not the Cypher, the Sova ult, excuse me. There's too many S sounds in this game. And YU's shield will go down before he can take a fight. Destabilize, I think, misses. I think. Drone sees YU. And Nos is going to send out his own Sova drone. Yeah, here's the Omen, and the Omen teleports away. But it was tracked, so I think they know. I don't think they know the ISO's here. They don't. It's a 1-for-1 trade. It looks like we're going to battle the Cyphers over on B. CSU is just rotating out of this. I mean, sure, ONU is going to go for a B hit as YU goes down. They don't check the other corner. They don't check the other corner. This could get bad. This could get bad as Camino goes down. Excuse the voice crack. Knots will get 1. It's a 2v2. Holy smokes. And ONU will be planning on the C site.
Spike planted.
It's up to Exquisitely in the IGL. See how they want to play this. Both teams looking to take this a very heads-up way. And the smoke goes down. They're able to isolate at 1. Knots gets the trade, and it'll be the second round on the board for CSU. Finally stopping the momentum of the Polar Bears. And listen, a Polar Bear might be hard to stop, but once you stop it, it's a bear. I mean, they're ferocious. Don't mess with bears, everyone. That's the life lesson of the day. As we see the ult economy here, though, ONU has 3 ready, and they're 3 very good, in general, site-taking ults. I mean, you have the Omen ult to take space, you have the ISO ult to just, if there's a Sentinel on the other side, I mean, ISO's just the Sentinel counter. And the Cypher ult for once you get that opening pick to maybe put the retake in a little bit of trouble. CSU is close on a couple of their ults, but at the end of the day, I don't... It's just gonna be a dicey day all around.
Found them.
That's a Sova dart. Holy smokes.
I know exactly.
The Cypher ult will come out, and they know the fix is in. Fix is in. It's all up to the IGL who gets sprayed down. And he has to get this 1 here before he can get the other 4. The other 3, excuse me. And he has a little micro flick. A little nervous, but he gets the kill. It's going to be a 1v3 now. Makes all the noise in the world. They know where he's at. Knott's going to have to go soon. He catches the ISO with his knife out. It's a 1v2 now. This is doable. Uses his arrow again. Sees the blind. Almost pops out. Isn't looking the right way. And ONU will take their next round. It was a good attempt by Knott, so... just doing something to slow it down. Kind of curious what CSU is up to. I mean, it's been a very long week all around, so I don't blame the boys one bit. You know, we had Nace earlier in the week. Not anyone is playing in this game, but the NECC qualifiers happened this week, so it's been a whole slew of stuff as we hear Noths with the Odin. It's a classic. Again, as every silver is terrified. We just do that. Why will win the one-on-one duel? Explicitly going to be jiggle peeking right now, and that jiggle peek might get his shoulder caught out. It doesn't, though. Yodu teleports away, and ONU is just going to back out in the 5v4. Trying to just figure out what they want to do here. Gonna let the suspense build his own use, slowly walking towards the A side of the map. Yoru makes noise. Is that enough to draw CSU rotate over? Probably not. They know it's a Yoru clone, but A site's just being given up for free.
They found my wire.
A site's just being given up.
Wire. Cage triggered.
Yeah, no, ONU's just walked their way onto the A site. I mean, they said play contact, but even there's been no contact yet, and even Noths goes down. This has been a more than successful lurk for the enemy Omen.
Planted.
And CSU has to retake in a 4v3. They do have an Omen ult and a Yodu ult to try to take care of this. As the ISO ult goes out, it's a 1v1 between the ISOs. Not going to be able to see the duel. And Wyu will win. That's his third on the round. Exquisitely does go down. The end gets one. It's a 1v3. Their ONU. Wyu gets a 4K and CSU gets their third round off. An amazing round from Wyu. How many times can I say this man's name in one round? That is the real question. I was gonna say, what are they talking about? Defuse the spike, please. Round number 9. The alt economy looks pretty similar across both teams. I mean, maybe slight favor CS. Yeah, no, both teams' alt economy looks the same. Both have their Omen ult, both far away from any of the others. And even then, the Omen ult's good, it's just very situational. I mean, hot take, people can debate me on this. Because what Omen ult? Omen ult's at 8, right? It takes 8 to get? Oh, we can't see. Unlucky. I think it takes 8 to get Omen, but whatever it is, I feel like it should be reduced by 1. That's just a hot take, in my opinion. But it just feels like too situational for the price it is. But Omen is such a good controller, so I guess it is kind of fair. Begrudgingly. Like, whatever. Right. I mean, Omen's a good character, you know. So I guess his ult has to be kind of meh. I just feel like sometimes it's too situational for its own good. $40 left on the clock. Not a single pick has been taken. ONU has taken the garage space though. And Camino's kind of realizes that, you know, it's him. He's the one that has to do this. He falls into an Omen smoke. He gets 1. Can't get 2. 25 seconds left for ONU to get the spike down. The end's going on the flank. He has an Omen teleport. He gets across the Cypher trip. They know he's here, though.
Spike planted.
And it's a 4v3, excuse me, in favor of CSU. 4v2 now from Wyu. Nox makes it 4v1, and CSU will clean it up and make the score 4-5. And again, if they can just keep stringing together these defensive rounds, I mean, that's all you got to do on Haven. If you can just get as many defensive rounds in your defense half, you are significantly more likely to win with each one you get. ISO ult looking to come out immediately towards garage here. He might catch someone, he might not. Time will tell.
Every choice matters.
Backs out of the ISO ult. Unsure what the economy situation is. Hello, Laser. Can I help you? I don't remember what the key is. It's one of them. It's off now. But... fair. It appears as if ONU is going to be heading for a maybe pretty heavy B-site take, all things considered. Yu's going to get almost scanned. Hello again, Lasers. ONU take some space on C and immediately get shut down by YU. The lasers are lasering as YU will take a 1v1 duel. It's against the ISO. And YU will get the kill. It's now a 2v2 though.
And that's the end.
And the spike will be going towards A. They fake a plant on B. I forget what the laser button is, or I'd be more helpful. You turned him off with one of the ones he spammed. Yeah. Meanwhile, it's a 2v2. I'll just, if you press one button at a time, I'll let you know. A 2v2. Yep. Huge. Shout out the reload button for lasers. And CSU is going to be trying to take this push. They're clearing the site, but they're going against an Omenal, and I don't think they realize anyway. It's planned for long for a reason. The X-ray is also down. I believe X is the X-ray, but don't quote me.
Not here. Not yet.
Nope. And YU is sicking. YU will go down. Let me do a quick Dr. Google search. There we go. Yeah, for those that are unfamiliar with Valorant, the spectator controls are like literally the least intuitive things ever.
K.
What's up?
K. That's
Okay, cool.
yeah. All his lasers and K.
Yeah, love that. That makes complete sense, Valorant.
Who's next?
We look here at ONU. They have a Yoru that's just... Yoru's just chilling. He's doing his own thing. They have the B site. They don't have the B site. They're rotating towards A, and Exquisitely gets one but gets traded. It's going to be up to Camino to try to fight this off. But is Camino able to do it? He gets one, but he goes down. It's another 1-for-1 trade, but with the Cypher ult coming out, is it worthwhile? Time will tell.
Spike planted.
That was wallbangable.
Shadows traveling.
I would have at least given it a little spray as the Omen teleports. That's Lian. He goes huge. He gets one. And it's one unanswered. Sometimes that's all you need. The enemy Cypher's playing in the smoke, so they gotta be careful. Yoru flashes all of them. The smoke's gonna dissipate. They know he's in hell. They know where the last one is. They just gotta swing them together. But he gets them both. Again, though, it's the defense side on Haven. You don't really have to get that many rounds in order for it to be good. And we know CSU's Haven attack is vicious. They're just gonna have to force up whatever they can here, though.
I need this.
Yes. Oh, this is a nice spot.
My favorite part about casting Valorant is just hearing the random cat scream. Camino will take some early contact, but falls back quickly.
They found my wire.
We gotta see what both sides are cooking here. Got about a minute left in the round. Excuse me. ONU is making their way towards middle, looking to be garage. Nope, looking to just be a straight up B hit. There's no one on B, so. But there is Leanne, and Leanne has a stinger. Sprays one, gets out, actually gets away with it.
Spike planted.
CSU's going down. They're not going down without a fight. But they have to take a post plant here. Very interested to see how they try to play this. And they're gonna have to go soon. As Camino gets one off a Jiggle Peak, there's another one that's blind. Omen Smoke goes out. I need to remember they can't see the X-ray as Exquisitely gets one, sees the last guy. It's a jumping shot, but Exquisitely will take care of it. And yeah, that's gonna be 5 for CSU on the attack.
Good try, idiots.
Switching sides.
If we move over here, do you want to co-cast?
I'm down for that.
Sure. Make sure these have audio working in them.
Yes, they do.
Perfect. So we got Will joining me on the microphone here.
Hello.
We're picking up on half 2 of Havens. Yes, you got 5 on the defense. So
Awesome. Last time they got to hear me yap about Camino skins.
true.
Squidly running the best knife in the game.
I've been yapping about the screaming cats. So
It is one of the best sprays. And you see Silva right there having the best flex we've ever added. The Tactibear.
this is true. Yeah, so it looks to be just some C-long pressure out early from CSU. They get an ult orb and they fall back. Okay, early ult orb in the second half. I mean, ults are important on Haven, just because a lot of the sites are so hard to take. The only benefit is that there are 3 of them. Hi, PJ! One of these days I'm going to go through the VOD to count how many times I've said that as an Austrian gets shot down in garage. Looks like CSU's just going to go on B here. And Leanne gets one, but gets traded by a shock dart.
Big shock darts from Bondin.
Yes.
And the ISO shield and 2 of them.
Spike down A.
Why are you getting a trade off?
And it looks like CSU's going to get the plant down onto
getting the early
A, as YU gets the pick, correct?
One
Exquisitely takes some damage, but YU goes for 3. He could go for 4 here. He will go for 4. What skin is that?
That's a phase gun. One of the newer bundles.
Oh yeah, it's that one. It's the pay-to-win skin. I forgot. For those that don't know, just look up Phase Guard Vandal, like, aim down sights animation.
I did not know about this. What happens with it?
It's nothing, but just the sight picture is so much better because it tilts.
Ah, okay.
So your sight, like, I don't know what it is. It's not really pay to win.
Mm-hmm.
But compared to, like, almost every other Vandal, it's that, but, like, the sight's on the side there.
Yeah.
And you just tilt it. As YU and Exquisitely both get a kill. DC's just gonna take the spike to A. I mean, you know, they get to do what they want. This is their attacking half. We've seen it in other GLEC games. We saw it especially in week 2. You know, they're just, the other teams can't find an answer.
Not gonna get a free kill here.
Oh, do it to him.
Trigger displaying. Oh, I thought he was going for the knife.
I thought he was too. Exquisitely gets the spike down. We have 5v2 outside of CSU.
Over there.
YU knows where one's at. Doesn't know where the other one is yet. Here's the footsteps. Enemy Silva's going to recon dart. Gonna scan YU, but it doesn't matter. He's gonna get the kill. He's just that guy.
They are hungry for that kill.
They are. As EMP gets 1, but Liam cleans it up. It's all tied up. 7-7.
They're gonna have some great guns going to this bonus round.
Yes, they are.
Gun here.
CSU really looking deep inside themselves. They want to see Ascent here. It would be their first series to go to the 3rd map should it get that far.
So I'd miss the first part of the game. Did CSU lose first map then?
They lost the first one 13-11 after
First one.
nearly mounting a comeback to get it into overtime.
Mm.
But again, I mean, that is something I'm constantly going to praise Noths as a leader. He's very good at keeping everyone's mental in check. He knows what to do, what not to do, what to say, what not to say. He's never afraid to call you out if you're doing something, but also he knows when to do it, and that's, I think, is something very underrated in a leader, as why you will get the opening pick of the round here. I think CSU just kind of went up for a bye in the players that died last round.
No, they still have full econ. This is a bonus. They just bought, what, 2 rifles and a bulldog last round, and they're able to keep all 3 of them.
So they do, as Kamina will get a kill onto C-Long, and that's the duelist. The Cypher's not prepared for this. Very weird not seeing a Cypher setup on C. And it looks like Knots is going to get the spike down the 5v3 as Kamino's getting a little aggressive. Kamino gets a kill. Actually, that's YU that gets the kill, excuse me.
Great flash by Joe to
Yes.
get him in there.
Amazing flash. Kamino gonna go for a flank. His 5 HP, he's gotta be careful. As Nox gets one, but gets traded. Oh, you gotta be careful. You know this Omen's capable, but CSU will win their bonus round. And I mean, now they have full eco. They're just ready at this point.
Owen using on another save.
Yep. Again, like we said, if you saw week 1 in GLEC, I think even Haven was played in week 2. If not, it was played in one of the... Is it NACE? Is that the other conference?
I do not know.
Do you know? Is it NACE? Is that the other conference, or do you know?
Not yet.
Okay. If it's NACE, it was played over there once.
One thing about Valorant, though, is it's very momentum heavy.
Correct. Correct. Very true.
All it takes is one big eco round for the entire game to swing. One
As
kill with the
YU
rifle.
will get the early kill. Almost misses his grid shot. And Rondon gets one? This is... I'm confused. YU goes for 3. YU goes for 4. Almost get the 5th. It's a 1v1. Nox cleans it up.
Cutting it close there. Those
Yeah.
stabs do a lot of damage.
You do a lot of damage, but again, CSU just has so much money. They're... I don't know, they're balling out right now.
You buy versus buy now, though.
Right. I would say now's the first true round, if you will. And again, that's my other big gripe about Valorant. And again, this is, I guess, just me defending my child in CS. How it takes like 5 rounds for like a true round to happen. Assuming you don't win the bonus round, which isn't always a guarantee even, because if a team's really good at playing anti-eco.
As you can see with CSU winning the bonus round.
Right.
But YU has his second ult of this half
Right here.
already.
Is it? Oh, yeah.
They seem like
They're
they're
gonna
gonna
clear
run
it. They
this
don't
way.
clear it, but Knots trades, but goes down. YU will take the aim duel here.
And even YU loses this,
Nope, he will win it.
doesn't matter. That show was dead either way, so.
It is a 3v3.
Cage triggered.
We're gonna try to put some presence towards B, but I don't know where really CSU wants to hit.
That Cypher cage is very strong because it
Ooh, but he gets caught on a
you can
timing.
pop out of either side of it,
Correct.
which makes you have to defend both sides.
hmm
But they stacked a lot towards B.
But CSU is gonna be taking the C site here.
Now, I assume he heard that Cypher running up there.
I think so, but with the trip, is there really much you can do about
30
it?
seconds left.
Oh, you can just ignore it. Okay, that works. Come on, YU gets one. That's what they needed. It's a 2v2. Spike goes down. They know where the Cypher is.
Go very far away from the fight.
Correct. But the Cypher's not going to peek. Cypher's not giving them any time. CSU worried about Garage and Long both. So I think they think it's a split. But it's not. And they're guessing wrong, but they're playing the post plant correctly. They know where they're both at. Gotta be careful. Catches the Cypher on timing. Timing for timing, and explicitly will clean it up. It's 10-7 now in favor of CSU.
Quickly using the Prelude to Chaos Vandal. They just came out with a second Prelude to Chaos
Oh, they did?
bundle.
Sick.
Yeah, with a Phantom in it.
Yeah, I'll look this up real quick. Give us a second.
It is the first bundle I bought in a while because it also came with a Sheriff. And my main account didn't have a good Sheriff skin. I'm still using a Battle Pass one, so I figured if I'm gonna get the Sheriff, you know, I gotta get the entire bundle.
Yeah, for sure.
Why are you 26 and 11 at the moment?
Oh, that's sick. Sorry. That's a sick bundle. Brondon will escape the Sova ult, it seems. Does get tagged by it, though.
Cypher pushing deep into B site. Maybe we'll catch Omen off guard.
Yeah,
Does
Camino
catch
and
Omen off
Knots
guard.
both get one.
Knots gets to pick and sewers. Camino gets a second one on that look.
And
And now they know that Cypher and Sova are very split up.
you know that's why he's just getting greedy. Why he gets one, plays grid shot for a little bit to get his shield back. Swizzly will plan. It's a 5v1. CSU with the flawless off the 3k from Camino.
Amazing look from Camino, getting all the way up into that A link without anyone noticing.
Absolutely. And I mean, this is what you do. Owen is going to call a timeout.
I think this is a great timeout by ONU. I think they should have called this way earlier.
I think if you're going to wait till you're on a full buy, in my opinion.
Mm.
Wait until you're able to do something. I mean, they are able to do something. They have the ISO ult, they have the Cypher ult. Just those two working in tandem, if used correctly, can be huge.
Yeah.
They have an Omen ult for information. You can combo the Omen into the Sova. You can combo the Cypher into the Sova. Can we get a real quick check on how close their Yoru is?
One away.
Yeah, so they're probably just going to play for an ult orb here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, they look pretty split up, but we do that. I mean, anything is possible. Like you said, Valorant's very momentum based.
Mm-hmm.
I know Noss is also definitely using this timeout to his advantage as well. He's like, hey, this is what we need to do. And I don't know what that is because CSU, like both these teams, it's been very much like a chess match almost throughout. Like in the first round, you'd see like one team would just start getting a read, and then the other team, like 2 rounds later, immediately start countering that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like levels on levels on levels.
You can see ONU pinging all over mid.
Correct.
They do not want that Cypher looking up there anymore.
They
'Cause
don't.
while YU has been getting all the kills, that Camino being up mid has been a giant threat for them.
Correct. And
And you
all
can see
just all that information you can get. And it looks as if Leanne will be trying to make a play. They're trying to hold this as an eco. Leanne gets 1. Leanne gets 2 as Exquisitely cleans one up as well.
and seems their strategy for the eco round did not pan out, but you never know.
Correct.
There's still 2 of them left, and they both got sheriffs.
It looks as if Exquisitely, I know you have a tendency to whiff when we spectate you, but please stop that. I'm telling you guys, I promise you, okay, Camino is a great player. Okay, like we said, he's MVP'd a couple of maps. As YU goes down. Kerosine's on a 3k, Rutro.
Like I said about sheriffs on eco round, they are very dangerous because
They absolutely are.
They
Again,
can
now he has a
contest
Vandal.
they
But
won't
it doesn't
have-
matter. Noss cleans it up, and it will be match point. It'll be actually 5 straight match points for CSU.
Point.
Looking to take this one. Looking to take this one home. Looking to force us onto Ascent. They got 5 chances to do it.
As long as they're not losing that round, dying to that Cypher there is almost advantageous to them as they get ult points, and that Cypher already had ult.
Correct.
So it is basically 3 ult points for them. They're not worried about econ because they were just on a save, so he has enough to buy anyways.
Mhm.
So
And-
it's almost worth it just to knife out one of them. Not completely throw the round, but
Right. Just enough to... Yeah, just enough to bait out a kill. Get some ult points. And it looks like YU's going to be tearing in. He misses his ult. They know it's free at least. And are they just going to fall out of this? They are. Oh, that's cheeky.
like ONU fell for the fake very hard though.
They did, but now they're rotating back, and CSU has to walk. They can run.
CSU did not really move fast enough after they threw that fake out,
Correct.
and ONU has read that.
Like I said, it's just been a chess match between these two teams. And they're pretty level aim-wise. I mean, I'm going to give the slight edge to CSU in how they've been aiming so far. But both teams are pretty level as CSU is going to make all the noise in the world. White almost gets a spray, tries to take the ult or loses to a fight in heaven. It's a 4v5 now. Omen gets caught out, but it won't matter. It goes unpunished, and CSU is going to end up committing to C anyway. The enemy Cypher's going to ult as well. Camino gets one, but he gets traded. And it looks as if CSU is just fighting to get the spike down.
Now, the past 3 times I've watched CSU in a similar position to this, they always tend to save all their ults and try
But
to.
Noth has to go huge. Noth does go huge. He gets 2, but 2 isn't huge enough.
Noth really trying to shut down my play calling for them of just saving all their ults by just trying to win it himself. But
And yeah, I mean, again, you look at these rounds of ONU. They had to use 3 ultimates just to win 1 round. That is the beauty of the CSU Haven attack here. And you look, I like to make the comparison in terms of map bans, like especially for teams that like to watch film. If anyone's familiar with 2017 Counter-Strike, there's a team called Astralis. And they were super good on Nuke. It's a very defender-sided map, and they were just killing it on the attack. And so what they do is if you ban your permaband, you know you're playing Nuke. And CSU is so good on a lot of the maps that if you go ahead and ban Nuke, or in this case, if you go ahead and ban Haven, I don't care. They'll just take you on your permaban and they'll just win. Because this is a very talented, very gifted team when it comes to aim. And like I said, there's only one senior on as exquisitely. Speaking of the senior, he's going to take the entry frag. You can shoot your teleports.
yes,
Today I learned. The enemy Sova. Nope, that's our Sova.
you could be waiting for that dart.
You're going to be trying to ult to kill time, and ONU is storming onto the site. YU will whiff a little bit. Camino goes down, exquisitely gets a kill. The plant is down. It's not a stick, though. Not exquisitely with a 3K. It's a 1v2 for Kerosene to keep ONU in this. Otherwise, we're seeing Ascent. Leanne will finish it. We're heading to map number 3, everybody.
It is crazy how they just completely ignored what I said earlier about how they're trying to
Not
save
using
ults.
ults.
I guess Noth just saw something in that round that he decided that this was how they're gonna win it.
Right, and I mean, especially with it being on match point, you know, that's what you gotta do.
Yeah.
So we are going to take us to a brief break once again. When we come back, it'll be map number 3. It'll be Ascent, and CSU will be on the defense.
All right, we are getting right back into it with CSU bringing on defense on Ascent. Now, Ascent is an interesting map because it is kind of a solved meta.
They're not ready.
Oh.
Unlucky. Yeah, Ascent. I mean, I think the only real time the meta changed was when they stopped Sova from being as powerful.
Yeah, but even then, every team wants Sova.
Right. Like, you still see a Sova. CSU's going double duelist. I forget who the duelists are on this map, but
It'd be curious to see. I know CSU likes to run that Waylay a lot,
uh-huh.
and Waylay's fairly strong on Ascent. It's
Yes,
my favorite map
very
to play
much so.
Waylay on,
Very much
and
so.
so
Hi, Corey. Valorant went to map 3. So Overwatch is getting delayed, but it sounds like we're getting into the main game.
it'd be cool to see CSU run that Waylay.
I hope they do.
Yeah, Chamber, that'd be interesting.
Yeah, that's duelist enough. Chambers the
Mhm.
duelist. Changed my mind.
He's just a duelist with a single area control.
Literally. Chamber is duelist 2025, not my Sentinel.
Now, I started playing the game when Chamber first came out, so we had that Marshall operator that
Mhm.
fired as fast as a Marshall, scoped in faster, and
I think I started playing when Neon came out. So I got to deal with the really fun Yippee 2 slide Neon. But yeah, both teams are going to be running the same lineup as expected.
sometimes you'll see a KJ or a Cypher instead of that Vice, but
I've sometimes seen Cypher specifically instead of Chamber,
yeah.
just because his cages can act as good smokes. But usually you don't play Omen. Like, usually you'll see like a Harbor or a Viper. Again, these are the wild team comps you get in Silver. Well, you see those two paired with the Cypher, just because he is taking the place of your Omen smokes, and then you have just more general cutoff rather than area denial or operator area denial.
Yeah. I mean, the default comp in my Black games is Jet, Reyna, Clove, and then like typically 2 other duelists. But
right, you have Jet, Reyna, Clove. You have Raze. Then you have Sage that's paired with the Jet. I mean, that is precisely how you do it. But Ascent is all we have left tonight for Valorant. Both these teams, the winner of this will stay undefeated, and the loser will be given their first loss of the GLEC. So both teams got a lot on the line to fight for here.
One thing I have liked to see a lot is Yo, just because his kit is so versatile.
Right.
It gives so many different options, and a lot of the games have really seemed like watching the CSU team. If whatever Yo is better, wins the game.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, that is just the case with him. He's a very... I'm trying to think of the word here. I guess we use this term, like, I don't say we, but in basketball we use this term gravity, with how much just one player forces the defense to focus on them.
Yeah.
Yerber has a lot of gravity to him. Oh. Noths. Oh, he's getting crashed. What the heck, dude?
Oh, it seems like bonding
They
fest
also
too.
crashed the pin.
Oh. I love Valorant. Amen, dude. Cheers to that. I'll drink some water to that.
Small indie company.
They're not even a small indie company, okay? Here is the theory. Here's the conspiracy my girlfriend and I came up with. Riot is just a media, TV show, film company that disguises themselves as a video game producer.
Arcane was amazing.
That's what we're saying.
Arcane, I was listening to that soundtrack to that a couple of days ago. Amazing.
Arcane
show.
is an amazing show. Increased penalties equal game disconnection. That's what I'm saying. And their prod crash. Are we the only one that didn't knocking on the table right now? Yeah, I don't know what's the biggest truth that they told. I don't know if it's a bigger truth that it's a small indie company, or a bigger truth that this game is precise gunplay. I mean, real tactical FPS here.
My one of my new favorite strategies is to put down all 3 of my smokes in like a hallway as brimstone, and just run a gun with an Odin.
Of course. Only in plat or below. Like, as soon as you get to diamond, that will not work. But in plat or
So-
below, it works.
Fun fact of the day,
Work once, and then it won't work.
Correct.
I got that from a YouTuber who plays only brimstone and does that stuff in Immortal.
Of course he
In like
does.
Immortal 2, Immortal 3 lobbies. And the thing is that plat players expect that kind of stuff to happen. No
Right,
Immortal
plat-
player expects someone to start running gunning with an Odin with 3 smokes as
And then they
brimstone.
don't expect you to do it again.
Yeah.
Like, plat is genuinely the place where all the stupid bullcrap combines. Because, like, that's where... You know, that's where, like, I'll say the E-daters. That's where their main account probably is.
Mhm.
And so they don't have Pookie to, you know, watch out and make sure that they can check themselves. So plat is just a vile place. We gotta love Valorant, man.
Yeah, it's something.
Oh my god.
This morning I was playing, we had a Sage and a Clove duoed, and the Sage just kept rezzing. The Clove ended that game 4-21,
What?
and the Sage just kept rezzing him.
Even our
Yeah.
producers can
Yeah, I don't know why. That's
Well, because they're
flat for you.
duoed together. Like, we know what's happening in that Discord
Yeah.
call. I can't say it on stream, but we know what's happening.
But like,
that's my face.
4 and 21.
yep,
How
4
many-
and
Do you
21.
remember how many rounds there were, or no?
It almost went to overtime.
Okay, so at least it wasn't like 4 and 26, because that's a very real
Okay.
possibility
Yeah,
with
at least
Clove.
it was possible, but still though. Okay, looks like okay.
We're getting back into the game, but what in the world?
Now, luckily, the players we're going to be watching are much better than that.
Thank God. I must say, well, again,
Knock on wood.
knock on wood. If we're spectating some of the players, the spectators curse the whole game. Then
Yeah, if
maybe
we
not.
actually keep the cam on Camino the entire time, he will not get a kill and probably will go 4 and 21. But as long as we're not watching him, he will pop off.
Camino, this is a joke. We love you. You're amazing.
You've just gotten really unlucky with the spectator cam.
Oh, who was it on the academy team? There was someone on the academy team when they were doing
Hmm.
NECC that every time we slipped over them, they just die immediately.
Yeah, I don't know who it was, but
Oh, was it Ivan?
yes, it was.
It was Ivan. Huge. We can tell how great the memories are here. I remember how to set up OBS, and even then, as you guys saw, that's questionable.
I remember that Camino uses a battle pass knife, and it still bothers me.
I mean, listen, okay, using a battle pass knife is good if it's your only knife. And at least make it a decent battle pass knife.
Yeah, and I mean, if you're gonna go with any battle pass knife, I guess that one's fine.
Right.
But I don't know.
It's a lot better than the one I have. Like, I'm talking crap. Dude, don't look at my inventory. My best thing is the Origin Vandal. And I have it because it spins.
It makes a nice sound.
It does.
The audio for that is amazing.
But I literally have it. So again, when I'm playing Valorant with my girlfriend, she can say, hey, drop me a fidget spinner. And I just drop the Vandal. And for those thinking that's a joke, it's not.
I mean, that's the same reason why I got the Elder Flame Frenzy.
Right.
So I could drop my girlfriend what she calls Jerry.
Just shout out Jerry, dude. You see, for those that are wondering about, like, oh, Gen Z dating nowadays, we don't buy flowers. We buy gun skins so our girlfriends can have the shiny when we play video games. Oh,
And we are into the match.
we are into the match after that long break.
Oh, there we go, seeing Camino's Battle Pass knife skin.
That is certainly a Vice setup of all time.
I need a weapon.
But again, okay, cool. We ask no questions. I guess people do actually take middle begrudgingly. But
Where is that bike? Oh, that went to the A main.
yes, it
Nice
did.
little lineup.
I am stealing that for whenever I play that again. When will that be? Who's to say?
Why didn't he just throw that when he was on A site though?
Okay, Noth. Somas goes down.
Scanning ahead.
Recon bolt goes out but gets shot.
They know that there's at least two there because they heard two people shoot at the dart.
Correct. Well, I think he saw the Sova and heard the chamber.
Oh, they are
so-
deep up in the tree.
They are, oh,
But they do have the Vice shut up there, so we'll
Oop.
be hard for them to
Noth
take
does
bait.
shoot it. But the spike's not over at tree yet, so I think they're just waiting. They know where the wall is at least. Chamber goes, takes a fight and falls back. Footsteps heavy on Cat. Full blind as YU gets 2, knows that's a clone.
And you were doubting that shut up.
YU gets 3. YU gets blinded by his teammate. How many times can I say this man's name in one round? Camino will rob him of the ace, but it doesn't really matter at this point. It's just about winning, as Knots will finish it off with a shock dart.
Nice little dart.
Shock dart.
Now, they did a high-low there, but both of them were on 1 HP, so all it would have taken is 1 bullet to get both of them, which is very risky to do. High-lows are nice, except for when you are both 1 HP.
Yeah, but the headshot, no one's aiming at body shot. We do that in like a gold game or a silver game. You're both dead, just straight up. At this level, they're aiming head level, I guess. Who keeps pinging me on Discord? Okay, cool. You're just a random person on my server. I need to calm down. It's fine. I just love random Discord pings. It's a great time. As we see, ONU will be taking early mid control here, and CSU is just going to be giving it to them. Is that the Ascent meta? Is just give up mid?
I
Is that meta?
don't think so, but
I mean, if it works for CSU, it works. Right, as Camino will get 2 and falls back with the help of Leanne.
I do think in a general sense, when you are on a buy and they're on a save, keeping your rifles together, and just keeping them on site is a very safe way to play.
It very much is. As Camino finally gets some time to fall back, Sing will get 1, but gets taken out by YU. And Camino will go down. 3v1 for CSU, knock on wood, should be good. But they're gonna just let him get the spike down.
Bondin does have full health and a bulldog down, though.
This is true. And he has utility. He very much has utility. And Bondin's gonna be swinging. It should just be 1. It is just 1. And CSU will take the second round. Saving 2 Vandals, I think? They would Vandal and an Outlaw. Good enough.
Now, are they going to keep that Outlaw for the buy round, or are they going to pick up the Guardian? As
I'd keep the Outlaw.
if the opponents have heavy shield, though, it is almost the same as having a Marshal. You can argue that the Guardian is more effective.
It is, but I don't think they're gonna have full heavy shield. I'll be damned. All but 1! Alrighty. Yeah, just a symbol. Very simple, just do better.
Like, Quizz's going to get aggressive with this Outlaw as well.
Oh, I don't know if he got a hit. He
does
did.
get a hit on Chamber.
Well, now he is. now he's just a stray 9mm from a classic.
And Noth took a lot of damage there.
Correct. As we see, the Yoru did fake Yoru clone on the site. What is that? Did I see that right? Like a fake? Okay.
Teleports
Or was it just the regular clone showing up as a...
Right. Oh yeah, that's right. God, Valorant, why do you do that? Have mercy on my 2 brain cells, please.
Don't worry, the replay system, it's exactly like that as well.
Oh, of course
that
it
they
is.
just added.
Yeah, the replay system that Counter-Strike has had since like 2012. That's taken how many years to develop? Yeah, we gotta love our small indie companies. Exquisitely falls off the angle. Here's the mall tree. Gets a hit, but goes down.
Ooh, more 1 HP.
30 seconds left.
Camino goes down. We're respecting him, so you can't blame us, buddy.
Spike planted.
It is YU here. Gonna take early spot up in heaven. And Leanne's gonna be running into a wall. I don't think CSU is gonna have this much luck on the bonus round this time.
And we'll be facing both the opponents at a 1 HP.
True. So he can do a lot of damage here. And I think that's just gonna be the name of the game: is do damage, die to spike. As he doesn't even need 1 HP. He might need 1 HP. He doesn't need 1 HP. Leanne gets 2. Not so die to spike.
Economic way out. Great way to end the bonus round, though.
Yes, this is true.
Turning something out of nothing there.
Yep. And now CSU can be on the full buy with the exception of a Bulldog.
Now the choice to buy a Bulldog instead of buying light armor is...
I mean, for your Sentinel, though, if they're getting hit, they're going to be hit with a lot of chip damage. So I think damn, excuse me. I think the want to have the ability to take that chip damage. And also knowing that their eco isn't great, so I think they only have 3 Vandals.
Scanning ahead.
Okay, you know, I'm just not going to talk about the money. What am I? Am I 0 for 4 now? Yeah, that's okay. Alright. You want to do the money math? As Laya tries to jump spot, falls back to tree.
Curious that why you had all that space and a teleport that he could have gotten out with that entire time and chooses to back up early.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if there's some piece of information that they got that made him want to rotate towards mid fast.
I mean, it is a correct read, to be fair. As...
Only in a 2-2-1 default right now.
Yeah.
Kinda...
Trying to work the spike over to the A site, but CSU is on top of that as well. Leanne gonna be taking this peek here.
Shadows traveling.
Man,
Looks
getting
like
into wine.
gonna be an
They
A
do know
hit.
he's there though. In a very tough spot at the moment.
Correct, but he has the Omen Flash. I mean, that can do a lot of damage. He does hit the Flash.
Oh, you can
It's
see.
the one that's not blind. He gets 1. He's done his job. He's done his job. He almost gets 2, but he doesn't. There's only 12 seconds left.
I stick my knot.
Noth's in a 1v1 now. 8 seconds. No, don't peek, buddy.
There they are.
The time. The time. Not's gonna win the round on the timer, no matter what the chamber tries to do.
Beautifully played by Knot.
Taking the fidget spinner instead of watching his back. That would have been really funny if the chamber just like kept going.
Well, he would have to have used his teleport. He can get this.
But it would have been funny though. The comedic factor cannot be overstated.
The Phantom that
Right here.
Leanne was using is the new Prelude to Chaos Phantom.
Okay. And CSU doesn't really have a buy despite winning the round. But their 1 rifle does enough work.
Take flight.
You see the Sova drone gonna be pushing.
Enemy tagged.
Does tag the enemy Sova, and YU's gonna try to get some information. I think he saw the spike. No, he didn't.
No, the Silva had to stand his ground so that way they didn't see the spike.
Yes.
Because the Silva decided to fight the drone instead of hiding from it,
Mhm.
it says a lot about the fact that there's either more players there or that there's something hiding there.
Correct. As Exquisitely does go down, but I believe that was Leanne got another kill on the other side of the map. They hear the Sova jumping around.
They trying to bait out the vice wall.
I guess so. Ooh, Nazi, you gotta be careful, bud. Does get double tagged, and they both fall back. CSU doesn't realize it. Okay, so I just want to take a look at this minimap real quick. We have a Vice and CT.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
The Vice is no longer in CT.
Why you noticed that though?
As what? Yep. As YU tries to take mid control, and OND is gonna go for an A hit. They're running right into the Sentinel setup. Who gets one? Can't get two. It's 20 seconds left. 3v1 in favor of CSU. Should be able to close this out.
Spike
But they let this make it plan. They force them to play a retake.
Good paranoia.
Yeah, this should be GG's. Yeah, this is GG's. 4-1.
Thanks.
He had his ult, so popping off the defuse over to the Sova. Are they looking for guns? Is that what's happening?
Makes sense.
You failed. Now flee.
It does, because their economy's not the best in the world. So.
One interesting thing I love to see about Omen is that Omen's ult, typically, not a very strong ult. Some teams like to just do the bronze play of sending it to the enemy spawn,
Right.
and praying. A lot of teams just like to use it as a way to rotate fast. or
You
do
will not
pickup
believe
swipe.
we were having this discussion earlier. I was making the claim that maybe the Sova ult should be one less than what it currently is. Yes, Omen ult. Sorry. Holy crap. Names are not naming today. It's been a day.
The thing about Omen though is that he does not need a buff.
Right.
The
Like,
rest
that's the
of the kit
thing.
is
It's
so
like,
strong.
Omen is so strong that I guess his ult can just be meh. And speaking of not meh, the Omen is actually planning in a 5v5, turning into a 5v3 immediately after the plant gets down, though.
The one thing Knox could have done there, which is one of my favorite things to do with Sova, is when you put your dart on that wall, it is unable to see the side of Gen, which is where most people end up planting after you put that dart down. You can just spam through that wall.
Oh.
With a Vandal.
Interesting.
Doesn't need to be heavy.
1v1 situation for Camino, who's gonna force it into a Call of Duty gun game last round square off here. Hits the blind, goes down, but unfortunately the Vice was prepared.
Using that window on a shade bound is not that effective, as they're probably going to have shades to begin with. But I can understand Camino's thought process of,
I mean, it's
Oh,
just
and
as
we
likely
did on
they have
me?
a stinger. So, if they have a stinger, they probably don't on the sidearm. I mean, yeah, I got the thought process, though.
Launching thorns.
is that lineup again to go to A main.
Looks like he missed it a little bit. I don't know if the blind caught anyone as the Yoru is ulting. Sova is ulting as well. Rondon takes down Camino.
Seems like ONU the past 2 rounds have just busted into sight and just taken it. Without much resistance from CSU.
And we look, it's going to be a 4v5 Owen, as the Omen
Why you
was in
made
CT
ult?
spawn for about a second. A friendly Yoru will come out and ult. And Knox will actually also get one on the Sova ult, so it is a Sova trade as why he eventually goes down. Lien, I don't think he disguised his jump well enough as he gets double flashed by the Yoru. He goes down. Explicitly will get one, but goes down for it. Switching to your pistol is faster than reloading as Noths goes down.
CSU just committed 3 ults to that.
Yes.
It's
So,
huge. They,
very big loss there.
They lost their Vice ult to the round previously. Yeah, they've got nothing. Now,
Yeah.
I guess ONU's not that close to anything either. The Chamber ult's not far away, but
And again, the Chamber ult's really only good if you're ecoing, or if your money's not in a great spot. So, yeah, the low level, you know, the Chamber ult is the scariest thing on planet Earth, but as you get higher, the less scary it gets. Higher rank, I should say, excuse me. I see CSU pretty much coming out with a almost full eco.
CSU using both their smokes? Oh, was the other one? Oh no, that's an opponent's smoke.
I don't really like the the pushing out of a smoke play. If you're against a save, I feel like it just gives the pistols much better fights.
Yeah. You kind of want to be taking what would normally be a 50-50 fight when you got better guns, because then it's no longer 50-50.
See, 50 seconds left on the round here. Oh, and you're just going for a pretty passive default as YU gets one. YU on the catwalk, there's no one on B.
Seems like Owen is about to run into CSU stack at the moment.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the CSU picked the stack correctly. Now we just gotta see if they can get lucky. As Noths gets one, he almost gets two, but he doesn't. It is up to Leanne in the 1v3. There is a Vandal dropped on catwalk for him.
Spike planted.
And he could try to save it, which I think is what he's gonna end up doing.
Now with CSU, what do you switch up here on how those 2 rounds where Owen you just ripped into sight and took it, and then this last round they defaulted for a little bit and then slowly took A site?
I feel like you just put your Vise utility on B and commit more to mid and A. So maybe like a 2-2-1 setup. Or even you could do a 3-1-1, like 2 fighting A main, 1 fighting catwalk, or 1 fighting A main, 2 fighting catwalk, 1 in middle, and then your Vise on B. Very possible. I mean, there are a lot of options here.
Yeah, those all make sense. The CSU does not seem to like to try and hold mid.
Right.
He's giving it up.
And as much as I would love to say, you know, take the noble high ground and, you know, you can give up mid, it's your strat, do what you want. Ascent is such a simplistic map that mid control is kind of important.
I also think that mid opens up so much. And the fact that they've just been giving up mid has allowed them to just walk up cat like, multiple times. And you saw in the first round they used that as like a trap. I was like, oh, look it's open, you can just go through it, and then we trap you in tree.
They're not just looking to be a B stack in a full gun round. Very curious to see how this plays out.
And you see ONU, again, having full control of that mid.
Yes.
Allows them so much space to work with. Also allows them to rotate so quickly.
Portal closed.
So whenever they decide to rotate, they can just rotate through mid.
YU almost gets caught in the timing, exquisitely goes down, but Noths gets one. It's a 1-for-1 trade. As YU goes down. And again, CSU's just lack of fighting mid. I mean, it's just a trap. I mean, granted, they run into Leanne as Brondon goes down. It's a 2v3, though. 2v2 on the site, so if CSU goes quick, they might be able to have a little party over here. They do break the door. Mina's not going to get hit by that Sova dart. And I don't know who's making footsteps. As Camino, excuse me, gets 2. And it's just up to this Yoru who didn't get fully blind. Camino playing that like a Siege player. Oh, pros don't fake. Pros don't fake. He didn't get a half. Uh-oh. He's just got to stick it now. He's just got to stick it. He gets the kill. He gets it halved. I think that's enough.
Yes, it is.
It is. Not even close. I know you're producing, but feel free to speak up, man. Like, if anyone over here watches the Smash Bros. Podcast, I have done some of the producing for it. I'm yapping the whole time as well.
Is Leanne buying heavy armor with no rifle?
That works.
Thank you.
Oh, never mind.
Thank you.
They bought him a rifle. We're good. I was scared they were checking out. Like, are you just heavy armor, no rifle?
Unfortunately, this is not the flat gold lobbies as explicitly goes down. He just hasn't been able to get anything going this half. But yeah, he has time. There's not much he needs to sweat about. At least not yet, anyway. Excuse me for the yawn.
It is an interesting decision to try and swing that with an op, when you're gonna be moving slower already, and they're gonna have angle advantage.
Right, and again, that's a very like I wonder if explicitly comes from a CS background, and I don't know for sure, but that is a very Counter-Strike thing to do. As the op turns into a shotgun sometimes. Shotgun just with a 10x, it's not 10, but a ridiculous scope on it.
Yeah, no, all my buddies play CS. Hate how the operator feels in Valorant.
Yeah, it's so clunky, but Nos will trade, and Camino gets one. YU gets called on a timing, but Leanne's there to help him out. The primaries are jammed. As Camino will get a kill, and it's a 4v1 for CSU. Leanne will clean it up with the Tactibear.
And the new Prelude to Chaos Phantom. I feel like I'm trying to advertise for Riot now. Like,
you know,
hey guys,
I mean,
buy the new
listen,
bundle.
small indie company, they need all the support they can get. It's those two jokes that will maintain throughout Valorant history. Small indie company and precise gunplay. Anything else will eventually fall to the wayside. But those two.
Oh, CSU completely switching up instead of completely giving up mid control. They're just
fully
sending everything mid.
And I mean, I gotta say, this is and credit to Noths. I mean, he is a good caller. As they know the Yoru has ulted, and they know the Yoru is on site, so it was gonna use his ultimate. Camino's almost gonna get caught by it, but he barely escapes. Too many people to worry about, though. As YU will partially blind the enemy Omen. Nots gets one, YU gets another. The enemy chamber's in mid, though, so he knows there's no one in middle. But it looks like they're gonna want to try to commit to A anyway. This is a bold take from ONU. I mean, personally, I would have seen the no mid. Maybe try to take my odds rotating back, or at least be passive for a little while and just see. As the chamber he does end up getting caught, but he almost gets out of that alive.
Now ONU's kind of confused on what to do. They seem like they're gonna try and work their way back up mid.
Right, they have 40 seconds. They have plenty of time, but I say plenty. It's not really plenty. It's enough time.
Seems like they're going to try and hit through tree.
Yeah, but you gotta go now if you're gonna go. 30 seconds. 20 seconds now, and the chamber's just watching. Oh, he's waiting for them. He sees the shoulder, but he... Oh.
Bad timing on that.
They found his trap, but 10 seconds, ONU! You gotta be careful, don't lose another round of time. I mean, do actually, please, that'd be really funny. But... Extremely does get hit by the blind, but Leanne is there.
Sing trying to go for a big hero play.
Brandon gets one, but can't get more. YU with a 3K. Knocks with the defuse.
Sing was trying to go for that TikTok clip of paranoia and then teleport into the middle of them. And honestly, if it hit the shoulder, it might have worked.
But it didn't. Psych, you thought.
I wonder if when we get to the defense side, if ONU is gonna still keep trying to hold that mid.
Right.
Or if it's gonna look very similar where CSU just starts taking mid control and then they got all their space to work with. ONU is making their way up to B site.
And it looks like it's just going to be pretty uncontested. The most obvious Yoru clone known to man comes out, but that's why it's uncontested. They have a Yoru ultimate. The Omen's going to teleport into boats. Yep, that's the call out. And just lots of utility getting done right now.
Now CSU is going to retake 5v5. They will have the better guns.
Oh, they're using the only ultimate in the round right now. See the Yoru in the smoke. Actually, just gonna ignore him for now. It's because Noths the goat is over there. As YU goes down, Noths gets one. Camino goes down. And now Noths has to go huge. He gets a nice flick. It's Noths and Exquisitely in the 2v2. It's just Noths now, excuse me. trying to take his time, but he doesn't have time to work with. He knows there's one boat. Unfortunately, can't dual wield in Valorant. He's able to take a 7-5 lead.
Switching sides.
Not much you can do in that situation where one's holding the cross for the other.
Correct. And, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, Ascent is a pretty balanced map.
Yeah, I think it is more defender-sided, but I'm also used to Breach being meta on this map, so...
Yeah, let me look that up real quick, but I'm pretty sure Ascent is one of the more balanced maps. If there's any bias, it is defender-sided.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot spell.
You did just send a bunch of pings towards mid.
Correct, so maybe they're gonna try to take mid, maybe hoping like the, hey, we're gonna give up mid so they won't defend it strat works.
They are smoking out Cat, which gives them free space for all of mid. There's also that little bit of fear of, what if they push out a Cat? What if they do some weird play to push out a Cat?
True.
And while there's a giant risk, it is something that no one ever expects. Seems like they're gonna do a very similar attack to how ONU did.
Yeah, from what I'm seeing, Ascent is very balanced. As Nox isn't there to help his teammate, but they do get the kill. 2 for 1.
What's funny enough, ONU had almost the same exact light setup in tree as CSU did.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that light setup isn't as strange as we think.
One enemy remains.
I mean, I feel like just the addition of Vise as a nice 3K comes out from YU. I feel like no matter what, Vise's utility plays very unique in a way that every setup looks a little strange.
Yeah.
I know, like, to anyone, even if you're familiar with Valorant, it sounds like I'm just spewing nonsense. But just the way everything can get set up, like, she has a normal area denial, sure, but it doesn't directly deny it, nor does it give you direct information except for sound. And
Does it give a sound cue?
only if they're moving. It makes a special noise if you're moving through it. So, you get the flash that can go through walls, which can be used pretty aggressively as Exquisitely and Camino both go down. It's the anti-eco, boys. Chat? Thank you, Leon.
CSU forced on their save round?
Oh, and you saving.
Scanning ahead.
What?
Oh, and you saving. This you got lost 2 on the save. Or on the anti-eco. But Leanne is there to trade it out as he does. That's my goat. As Nox goes down, one's playing. I forget what that call out is.
Rosa. The Rosa.
It is. Not bad.
The pro players have both ex-pro players, I think.
I said, I don't think he plays anymore. But its name's Sabrosa. After Sabrosa.
Here.
And whipping a result is also called doing a Rosa. It
I gotta go
Can't
quick,
do well
otherwise they're
enough.
gonna get caught out by a chamber. Never mind, no they won't. Chamber can't see. Chamber blind. Hee hee hee. CSU in a
30 seconds
2v3. 30 seconds. Gonna try to take ace. What does this play? This could get dicey. This could get dangerous. As YU gets a trade. It's got 20 seconds left. Oh, is he running B? No, he's not. He doesn't have the time to do it. Oh, but neither team really knows what's happening.
10 seconds left.
He has gun out to clear it. He's got to commit to a point. Ooh, why are we planning open? No time. Got to go for kills. Can't get kills. And ONU with an eco win. What's the cutoff for it to be considered a thrifty?
I do not know that.
Like, what does Valorant consider a thrifty?
Yeah.
But like I've gotten a 50 where like my Vena decides to buy a rifle and no armor and gets a 5k.
I bet it's just the difference.
definitely
It's the
count.
right. It's the difference in equipment, but like, what is that cutoff? Because that totally should have been a thrifty.
Yeah, it is definitely the difference in how much it's spent.
Right.
You don't know how it counts.
Again, small indie company.
But ONU really didn't save that much. They had a marshal with armor.
man.
Spike
goes
No.
down, and YU goes down, and Exquisitely goes down.
CSU tried to do a little eco shot and pushing towards mid hard, but
It's all up to the IGL. He gets one. He can't get any more than that, though. It's now 8-7. Again, just a reminder, if you are just now tuning in, this is map 3 of the Cleveland State Vikings versus the ONU Polar Bears. Map 1 was Sunset, and it went ONU's ways 13-11. Map 2 was Haven, and it went CSU's ways 13-8.
I think so.
I think. Yeah. And we are in map number 3 now. Scoreline is 8-7.
Both teams have seemed to do very strong in the defense.
Correct.
Here.
That Omen TV threatens that he could have crossed, which forces lanes to have to back up because he cannot just hold the one way anymore.
And it also looks as if both of these Sentinel utilities on A,
Deploying drone.
except for one single Razor from the enemy buys. CSU pushes into tree, Knots goes down, Exquisitely goes down, YU gets a trade, and he gets a Vandal for all his troubles. 3v4 though. It looks like the spike is rotating over to B.
Does see the shoulder Bondin. Oh,
Yep.
he does get the pick off on him.
And now ONU has to worry. They have to play the guessing game. I think the enemy buys here's the ult orb though. They definitely do, but it doesn't matter. And with a
Retrieving flash.
At your ult, they will know that site is clear.
correct, and they already have spikes, so they can't just go for a plant here. Which is what they will do. Is a 3v3 plant going down.
Decide to plant right near stairs. Which I wonder if that was just the fastest spot to plant in, or if there's a reason for that.
You can watch it from the most spots, or you can peek it from the most spots rather. Because someone can wrap around CT, you can peek it from boat side, you can have that smoke.
Lane's crouching directly under the bullet.
As Leanne will go down.
Last player
And
standing.
why you can only get one. Camino gets another one. Unfortunately, can't finish it out, and it will now be a tie game at 8-8.
And I think CSU's going to be on another save after this then.
No fireworks today.
They will have a 3k bonus, so
With how bad I am at Valorant math, CSU's on a save.
Personal, no? You pick a gun and it tells
Dang
me
it.
who you are.
Yeah, so
this is a good timeout by CSU though.
yes, it is. I mean, again, I keep praising Knott's leadership. He knows when the breathers need to happen.
Mhm.
It's just been a very intense chess match, and both these teams have definitely earned their so far undefeated spots in the GLEC.
It has been interesting to see both teams have almost completely given up mid control on defense,
Correct.
and both teams seem to really like pushing because they like know that the other team's doing that. They like pushing up cat and trying to get into tree.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to not throwing shade at Exquisitely because it is both of the chambers. If we can look at the scoreboard real quick, I don't believe either of them are doing too hot right now. Yeah, 4-13, 7-9. I mean, when both your ops are kind of offline, it is hard to hold mid.
Yeah,
And maybe being able to recognize that and saying like, okay, you know, we're not in the best spot. Let's just give up mid. Let's adapt our defense to it. But truly, I think it's going to be, especially if this game continues at the pace it is and it gets into overtime, I think it'll be just whatever defense challenges mid first will win.
Mhm.
Because we saw CSU have some success with it towards the end of the first half.
it is interesting that they decided to call a timeout on the eco again.
Right. Oh, and you did the same thing in the last map. So
Last time it worked out amazingly for ONU, so
right. I mean, I guess maybe that's the time you just want to try to run a set piece that exquisitely goes down. You know, try to get a set going.
see that Yo TP is gonna get Yo deep into sight.
It will, and I don't think he got hurt. Never mind, as Noths gets one, can't get two. And it is just Noths, and he will go down as well. It's 8-9, ONU.
Unfortunately, that eco did not work out as well as ONU's eco did, but
Correct.
it's now by round. We'll see what CSU was cooking up in that timeout.
And now we gotta see, you know, is the theory true? Like Flames picking up the op. If he can, as we say, if the sticks can hold, if it can hold, then CSU is gonna have a very rough time getting back into this one.
And Flames going the same exact place that explicitly did.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if he's going for the same peak. It looks like he's gonna play it just a little bit passive. Well, he's playing off the Sova drone. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna get literally the exact same fight happening on the B site. So the utility getting dumped, and it looks like CSU might be rotating over for a B hit.
I'm going to be running to the chamber with an operator, but if you can just run down that operator, there's not much you can do about it.
Maybe the op will
Oh,
just give it
is
to
it
you.
going to be the same exact fight as last time?
It will be, but it's
Oh,
a different
bad
angle.
timing.
Oh no, as Flames gets hit, yeah, Wyu goes out.
If Camino just held there for
And
a tiny bit longer.
Camino swings with a knife out? Supposedly can't pick up the trade.
Because that Sova didn't show himself when the chamber peaked, he might have thought that the chamber was still alone on
30
site
seconds
Mhm.
left.
and could rush him down. And if that was the case, chamber would probably have his DP in the safer
Oh,
place.
explicitly, you made a dropping noise. They know where you're at now. That's unlucky. Looks like... Oh, Leonio Spike. Oh, he gets one. Nofs cleans it up. They have 15 seconds, so they have to go on to B.
10 seconds left.
They're gonna teleport on the site. They're teleporting into the op. Nofs can't cover. Oh, no!
Oh, no time.
No time, but they
Wait, but
wasted
Vice uses the
Visal.
ult.
Oh, no. That was a nice try from CSU, though.
Yeah.
8 to 10, they're forced onto another eco.
Almost an argument to be made that Omen should have ulted there to save that rifle. As that
Yeah.
rifle could have been the thing that brought him back in the game.
It could be, but I mean, Chamber can buy a rifle, so
No charges.
I don't know. It's always it's hard to tell if the ult is worth the save, in my opinion. Like that is one of the hardest parts about being an Omen player, because of the times you would use an Omen ult, and I mean, again, not a high-ranking player whatsoever, but I do play Omen a lot. Of the times you'd use that ult, the save is one of the least impactful. As Nofs goes down.
Pushing his feet very fast.
Yes, they are, and they get the Sentinel. So, and they have their own Visal to potentially win back this eco round, as Explicitly does get his 5th kill of the game.
That's now 3 rifles for
But
CSU.
I was gonna say, we laughed at the 5 kills, but all 5 have been very impactful kills so far. So, meanwhile, Wyu's got to be careful. He goes down. Ooh, me with the dropping noise. The enemy Yoru is ulting. They're gonna have full information on where the players are. Camino gets one, but Brondon is traded. Exquisitely will get one. Exquisitely with a huge 2K. Again, like we said, quality over quantity for him right now. That's the name of his game. He does go down. Man, just gotta be careful. He is gonna ult behind him. And just gonna secure the round. He does get the kill to be 9 to 10. And it looks, again, should have been a thrifty. What, Valorant? Valorant, what do you have against cheap buys?
I will say, it's a good thing Leanne didn't use his ult last round.
Exactly. I want to say, again, because there are situations where I personally would use my Omen ult as a save. But they're really, I mean, like we said, there's like, what, 4 or 5 situations you'd use it in? That's the bottom of the 5. So
Yeah.
if you, I mean, if it's match, or like if it's close to match point, sure, that's one thing. Or if it's close to the end of the half, sure, that's one thing.
You want to play? Let's play.
But there are just better ways to use it.
The
And
chamber ult was the
Chamber's
chamber
gonna
ult.
ult, and Camino does go down.
Now I'm curious why We know they would be spotted, but Wizardly was not.
There's a little whip in the wall where Exquisitely's at.
Mmm.
It's tiny, but it's just enough to hide. Meanwhile, looks like Exquisitely. Looks like they're gonna be heading toward the B split. Also, hi Corey. Oh, nice. Chamber will get 2, but goes down to the YU. Yeah, I gotta say, I tried to put something together on Streamlabs. Me not like you, Streamlab. It no fun. It fun, but it no fun. As CSU is gonna be taking the B site. Exquisitely will get another kill again. A high impact kill with the op, with YU getting one. And now CSU has the site, and if they can convert this round into a win, they just gotta fight one off full buy. Exquisitely gets another. But Kerosene will take him out finally. That's the lamp, and it gets dimmed out as YU gets a 3K off the 2K of Exquisitely Chamber ult.
Both these operators have become very impactful, both getting 2 kills last round.
I say the ops are online now.
Seems like they decided that they were gonna stop whiffing, you know?
Yeah. I mean, again, it's not like either of them were doing particularly bad, and especially with I mean, we only laugh because it's Chamber. You're playing a duelist. It says Sentinel, you're playing a duelist. But if we look at what Exquisitely has 8 now, I think, and we look at the 11 on Flames, I mean, both have been extremely impactful with where they've been going. That we flame them as a joke, but truly we can't deny the value both these players provide to their team. And it's now 10-10. They know where the Omen's at. He teleports away. He does get killed by Noth Sova ult, though. And again, the Sova Yoru combo is Exquisitely will take down Brondon.
And now, what was Brondon doing knife out in the middle?
He certainly was existing. I mean, not for long. I mean, our chamber took care of that. But
I can understand trying to take a little space, but just doing that completely on your own,
right,
is it's a risky play. And obviously did not pan out for them, but...
And it looks like ONU's making the incorrect read here. Mino's doing just enough to distract them. And for CSU, you gotta just go. And if you go, you're gonna go now. Camino's gone down. You know you... I mean, they haven't really cleared the site yet. And we've seen CSU's tactical brilliance, but when they go against a team that's just as smart as them, how does it hold up? Apparently it holds up pretty well as they get the spike down in the 4v3.
Why are you trying to get aggressive into tree?
I feel like you kind of have to, though. Just try to take some space because you're very cramped on the A site.
The only thing is that you are up a man,
Correct.
and so the trades go in your favor when you're up a man. When you're even...
And Exquisitely will actually end up with the trade. Noth's going to hold the spray down a little bit. Leanne will get one. Noth goes down due to Kerosene.
Back to a 2v2.
Exquisitely misses an op shot. Leanne's got to be careful. Exquisitely with a 3K. Beautiful round from CSU. It's 11-10.
Op is online.
Bro has
Complaining
picked
about
up
it
the
earlier.
sticks again.
He heard us complain about his opping earlier. You went from 6-16 to 11-17 in 2 rounds.
That, my friends, is impact.
Do not clear the corner for the chamber. The chamber gets a pick and gets out.
That's kind of how you do it as a chamber, as Leanne gets 2.
Leanne just TPs into the middle and gets 2, and then gets a 3rd afterwards. Will he get the 8? He's holding for his... he's holding CT.
And
That's
Camino
what it
will
costs.
deny the ace. But it doesn't really matter. A round win's a round win, and that's all CSU need right now.
Yet. Cover going out.
And the Omen's going to try to walk through the smoke. He gets one, can't get two, and CSU will get 2 match points to close out the series against the Polar Bears.
Match point.
Now we got to see what does Knots want to do. And one thing I do want to point out, like, looking over at ONU, I mean, they're keeping this game close, but it's really been a team effort for them. Like, no one's really popping off for sure. It looks like CSU is going to hit a pretty heavy A play, excuse me, as YU goes down, and I believe that was middle. Leanne gets 2, though. Leanne gets 2, and the A site's open, but they're rotating the spike.
At the second round in a row, Leanne just teleported, like, directly behind him.
Dude's a TikTok influencer. Dude's the guy that makes my silver teammates throw. Meanwhile, Camino will take down the trip, but get shut down. It's a 3v3, and I'm going to say that's in favor of ONU, not only because they're defending, but also because the HP onto Leanne is not the greatest. But we got to see, does he have one last teleporting trick up his sleeve?
Deploying drone.
Three v 3, CSU gets the spike site.
Bold teleport by Omen.
Yeah, they have to clear boat. Spike's gonna go down. It's a 3v3. Make it a 3v2. Exquisitely Op is online. As soon as it gets to that point, ONU haven't stood a chance these last couple rounds. He's gonna try to peek it. And Exquisitely will take care of it. That's 2. And this should be it. It will be it. Knots will close us out, and CSU will win map number 3, 13-10.
We sure Exquisitely can't hear us complaining about his op skills?
I am sure, because he is so many rooms over, it's not even funny.
As soon as we started complaining, he went 8 and 1 after
8 and 1, yep.
Yeah, with the op.
Yeah, so CSU will close it out. When we return, I'm going to try to grab Knots for an interview, but if not, I will definitely grab someone against their will. I don't know. But we will be right back with a brief interview. I am joined with Knots tonight. First of all, Knots, how you feeling after that win?
Very good.
Good to hear. So in terms of the whole match, it definitely looked on our end like it was like a chess match. Like they'd be reading you guys, give it to you around, you guys would be counter-strateging them. So what was going on in your guys' head throughout that whole back and forth exchange?
Well, in map 1, we kind of had some team difficulties. People were starting to get tilted. That's why we started calling timeouts, and that's why it took so long to start map 2. Map 2, we went into the map with the mindset of we're just better than them, so we're just going to fight them. And then map 3, we knew Ascent was going to be a little bit of a struggle because we haven't streamed in it in a while. And so we went on it with the mindset of we're just going to try to react to everything they do and be one step ahead.
Yeah. And you guys definitely did a good job. I guess that leads up to my next question. So after the map 1, I mean, like we said, I figured there'd be a little bit of frustration. And also going 5-7 on Haven. I mean, did that kind of help your mental or hurt your mental in the way? Because I know Haven's very attacker-sided.
It was kind of neutral.
Okay.
That was kind of like the turning point where we were starting to heat up. That was when the wheels started spinning. But I would say it had a little bit of a positive effect, but not much.
Okay. And I guess the final question is, after map 2, after you make that win, you shut them down. I think it was 13-8 was the second map. So going into Ascent, did you guys feel a lot better about that?
Oh yeah, that was when we were like, okay, we're gonna win this game. We just need to take our time, fix our fundamental issues, and just roll.
And how does it feel to still be undefeated in GLEC?
It feels great. Feels very good.
All right, I'm going to close out the stream, so thank you everybody so much for watching. If you are here more for CSU and less for just Valorant, Overwatch is currently doing the NECC placements on CSU 2, so go check out our second Twitch channel. It is literally this one, just with a 2 at the end. The next Valorant game is against Mizzou on Wednesday. I don't know, I think, Will, are you probably producing or casting some of that?
One or the other.
So, and I know I'm sorry, it's our first day. Remind me your name? Micah. Might see him, might not. Who knows? Yeah, I forget. Who do you guys play next in GLEC?
Tiffin.
Tiffin. Okay.
A rivalry match.
Yeah. So best of luck in that. Thank you for the interview.
Appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. And we will see you guys for Valorant next Wednesday. For any other game, probably next Monday. So have a good weekend, everyone.
See ya.